In today's film news roundup, Callan Mulvey is joining the cast of David Mackenzie's Outlaw King, Aldous Hodge will portray football player Brian Banks, and John Travolta's Trading Paint gets financing. Castings. Callan Mulvey is joining the cast of David Mackenzie's Outlaw King on Netflix opposite Chris Pine and Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Variety has learned exclusively. He will be playing the role of Sir John Comyn in the film, which will follow Scottish patriot Robert the Bruce in his campaign to liberate Scotland from the tyrannical reign of England's Edward II during the 13th and 14th centuries. Mulvey's character belongs to a rival clan with their own claim to the throne. Billy Howell and Florence Pugh are also starring in Outlaw King. Mackenzie is directing from a script by Bash Doran. Gillian Berry of Sigma Films is producing with Anonymous Contents, Richard Brown and Steve Golan. Pine is portraying Robert the Bruce. He worked with Mackenzie on Hell or High Water, which overperformed at the box office and received Academy Award nominations for Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor Jeff Bridges, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing. Mulvey is a New Zealand-born actor known for dramatic roles in Australian dramas such as Underbelly and Russian, for his work on a pair of tentpoles, as Jack Rollins in Captain America: The Winter Soldier and as Anatoly KG Beast Nyazov in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Mulvey is represented by Paradigm, with management from Kim Hodgert at Anonymous Content and Shanahan Management. Aldous Hodge and Greg Kinnear have been cast in the football biopic Brian Banks, directed by Tom Shadyac. Bruce Almighty Hodge will play Banks, an All-American high school football player whose life was upended in 2002 when he was falsely accused of rape. He accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to a decade of prison and parole, but his conviction was overturned in 2012 with the help of the California Innocence Project. Kinnear will portray the criminal defense attorney and co-founder of CIP, Justin Brooks. The project was originally incubated through Amy Baer's development fund Get In Media. Baer will produce alongside Shivani Rawat and Monica Levinson Shivans Pictures, who also financed the film. Banks, Brooks, Derek Sang, and Neil Strum are executive producers. The script was written by Doug Atchison, who wrote and directed Akil and the Bee. Production is slated to begin in late September in Memphis. Hodge's credits include the WGN series Underground, Hidden Figures, and Straight Outta Compton as McRen. The news was first reported by Deadline Hollywood. Awards shows Hollywood in Pixels has set October 5th for its annual Silver Pixel Awards, celebrating digital innovation in Hollywood film marketing, at the Facebook Playa Vista headquarters. This year's event will recognize the achievements of Doug Neal, Executive VP of Digital Marketing at Universal Pictures. Neal has been with the studio since 2006, after spending his formative digital years working on entertainment business at AOL. He is responsible for the Fast and Furious, Despicable Me, and Pitch Perfect franchises. Last year's event drew over 200 of digital Hollywood's leaders and celebrated the achievements digital pioneer Dwight Caines. Bettina Sherrick, founder of Hollywood in Pixels, said, "We have a vibrant and passionate digital culture here in Hollywood, and yet our opportunities to come together as a community and acknowledge our leaders in this space are few." Financing. Warren Goes Sculptor Media has come on board to finance and executive produce, alongside Ambi Media Group and Paradox Studios, the father-son stock car racing film Trading Paint, Variety has learned exclusively. The movie stars John Travolta, Shania Twain, Toby Sebastian, Michael Madsen, and Kevin Dunn. Carson Cater is directing Trading Paint. Producers are Media Group's Andrea Iervolino and Monica Vicardi, and Paradox Studios' Silvio Moralia and Alexandra Klim. Sculptor Media's Gaz and Eric Gold are executive producers. Written by Craig Welch and Gary Girani, Trading Paint revolves around a down and out dirt track racing legend played by Travolta, who is drawn back into the winner's circle after his son, portrayed by Sebastian, joins a competitor's racing team and incites an intense and dangerous competition between father and son. Ambi Distribution is handling worldwide sales. Principal photography is now underway in Alabama. FilmRise has raised $50 million in financing to further its acquisition of film and television titles, bringing its total acquisition capital to more than $110 million. The investor group behind the newest round of funding is led by Arena Investors. FilmRise has successfully become a leader in the digital market by embracing the opportunities surrounding our content-driven industry, said FilmRise CEO Danny Fisher. FilmRise's recent theatrical releases include Marjorie Prime in Manifesto, and it will release My Friend Dahmer on November 3rd.